Jai Hind and welcome to all. Myself Shivani from Applied Science and Humanities Department in Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. So, today I am going to deliver a lecture in continuation of a series of Unit Mod 2, which is a spectroscopic technique and application in and the topic is IR spectroscopy, and the references are same as in first lecture of IR spectroscopy, the elementary organic spectroscopy by Y.R. Sharma, by Shashi Chawla, and industrial methods of chemical analysis by B.K. Sharma, and the sites Wikipedia. So, in previous lecture of IR spectroscopy, which is L4, here I have already discussed the total number of fundamental bands as well as the total number of stretching as well as bending vibration. And when the molecule is linear, then how many fundamental vibrations are possible, and when the molecule is non-linear, that is bent, then how many fundamental vibrations are possible. And after this I have discussed by this formula 1 upon 2 pi c under root k upon mu, how we find the IR frequency or how we correlate the IR frequency of various suppose functional groups, or we can say in a single, double or triple bond or etc. Now, let us continue this lecture. So, overtones and combination band. These are the vibrational quantum number and or vibrational energy level, and this is the ground state, that is at V is equal to 0, and this is the first vibrational state, which is V is equal to 1, and then 2, 3 or 4 etc. So, if there is a transition between 0 to 1, a transition from 0 to 1 level, then we get fundamental band or we get the fundamental frequency. And in a polyatomic molecule, since the bonds are more than 1, so we get more than 1 fundamental frequencies of the vibrations. So, now next is when we talk about the overtones, it means when the molecule absorbed electromagnetic radiation in IR region, then the molecule it promote from ground to another state, but sometimes it does not follow the selection rule, and which is delta nu is plus minus 1, this is for fundamental vibration, then it jump from 0 to second or third or even fourth vibrational energy state. So, in this case we get overtones which are comparatively weak, that is less intense, but these overtones they are helpful in characterization of aromatic compounds. So, if the transition is successive, that is 0 to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3, that is delta E is equal to h mu, then these are called fundamental vibration or fundamental band. But in this case, if the vibration is skip one level, that is 0 to 2, or we can say let the 1 to 3, that is in this, then we get overtones. So, first overtone from 0 to 2, second overtone from 0 to 3 or etc. But these overtones are weak comparatively. And when two fundamental vibrational frequencies, let mu 1 and mu 2, they couple to give rise of new vibrational frequency, then they are known as combination band, or we can say that beats are observed when the two frequencies they get or subtract, they get add or subtract. Now, coupled vibrations. The coupled vibrations are observed in group where more than one type, same type of bonds are present, like CH2, NH2. In these groups, same atoms are attached to the central atom. So, in this case we see that the carbon is central atom, so CH, here's N is central atom, so NH. And when CH2 undergoes vibration by absorption of IR radiation, then due to internal disturbance, the energy of one CH bond is transferred to other, or we can say neighboring CH bond, and which enhance its vibrational frequency. So, that is the shifting of frequency in a same type of bond is basically called coupled vibration, and generally these are due to stretching, and which is symmetric as well as asymmetric. And asymmetric stretching, it appear at higher frequency than symmetric stretching. Therefore, two stretching vibrational frequencies for CH2 group is observed at 2950 and 2860, and asymmetric occur at higher. So, this 2950 is due to asymmetric stretching and this 2860 is due to symmetric stretching. Now, next is Fermi resonance. When fundamental vibration coupled with overtones or combination band. Fundamental vibration means 0 to 2, that is h mu, and overtones 2 h mu, 3 h mu, 4 h mu, etc. When these vibrations are coupled, then this is called Fermi resonance, or we can say when the molecule absorb IR radiation, then it transfer its energy or intensity from fundamental vibration to overtone, that is strong to weak, and then Fermi resonance is observed. As we know that the intensity of overtone is comparatively very weak. So, but due to transfer of energy, the strong bands are observed for overtones along with the fundamental frequency. Fermi resonance is generally observed in carbonyl group, and for example, in benzoyl chloride C6H5COCl, the stretching vibration observed at 1790 centimeter inverse, at 1745 centimeter inverse. And I think this is not a good example. Instead of this, if we take benzoyl anhydride, anhydride means CO, O and then CO. So, here we can say that two stretching CO stretching vibrations are observed at 1790 and 1745 centimeter inverse. The lower frequency band at 1745 inverse is observed due to combination of overtones of CH bending vibration at 875, while in case of anhydride differed by approximately 65 centimeter inverse with the fundamental vibration of CO stretching. Now, there are few fundamental or we can say few IR frequency of due to these groups. First, due to OH stretching, the IR frequency is observed at 3600 centimeter inverse, and if this OH group is present in suppose acid in this, so in this case this value it become low. So, we can say approximately 3200 to 3435 centimeter inverse. Now, second, which is very important, and it is the we can say it is this data is useful to find the functional group or to find the particular group at a given frequency. So, due to this carbonyl group, IR frequency is observed at approximately 1700 centimeter inverse, but it may decrease or increase depending on which type of group is attached with them. For example, plus I effect, then this value get decreased. For example, minus I effect group, then this value get increased. Now, due to CO stretching, not C double bond O, and this CO stretching, it may be in alcohol also, it may be in ether, etc. So, due to stretching, CO stretching approximately 1070 centimeter inverse. Now, next is triple, double and single CH, CH2 and CH3, and this triple bond CH, it is very useful to find or differentiate the terminal hydrogen with other group, because we know that the terminal hydrogen it shows acidic character and which is differ from other CH group. So, triple bond CH, especially in alkyne, IR frequency is observed at 3300 centimeter inverse. But when we talk about the double or single, that it become less, 3000 or 2800 centimeter inverse. As the bond character it get decreased, and since the bond character get decreased, the IR frequency get also decreased because of value of this K upon mu. Now, in amine, due to NH stretching, the IR frequency is observed at 3500 to 3100 centimeter inverse. In due to CN bonding or CN stretching, at 1180 to 1360 centimeter inverse. And here I have already discussed in previous lecture. So, there is basically two range, first is functional group range and second is fingerprint range. In fingerprint range, generally banding vibrations dominate, while in functional group region generally stretching vibrations are there. So, in C single bond, C double bond, C triple bond C, I have already compared in previous lecture. So, in this case we know that at the bond length, at the bond order, or we can say the bond energy get increased. So, in case of bond energy, the K value get increased. So, the frequency IR frequency it get also increased in single, double, triple. So, in alkane CC stretching is occurred at 1200, in alkene C double bond C stretching occur at 1600, and while in C triple bond C the CH stretching occur at CC stretching occur at 2100 or 2142 this. In cyano group C triple bond N, the IR frequency observed at 2210 to 2260, and another group is there, nitro group. So, in nitro group we get this two couple 1515 to 1560 and 1345 to 1385. Suppose there is one question, write down the IR frequency of any 3 or 4 functional group. So, we can select these 3 or 4 functional groups from this table. One is OH, second is carbonyl, third is we can say amine, fourth we can say cyanide, and fifth we can say nitro. So, in book if we check, there are lots of IR frequency, but at this level these frequencies are sufficient. Now, factors affecting the infrared frequency. Although IR frequency in this table, in this table IR frequencies are mentioned, but due to circumstances or due to electronic effect, the shifting in these value it may occur. So, the frequency shift from the normal position of absorption occur especially because of electronic effect, and which include inductive effect, mesomeric effect, configuration effect or field effect. Under the influence of these effects, the force constant K, or we can say that the bond strength change, and due to these changes the absorption frequency it shift from the normal or given value. The introduction of alkyl group in alpha position of carbonyl exerts inductive effect, it may be plus or it may be minus, which results in shortening or strengthening of bond, and consequently the value of K get changed, or so that the frequency of wave number get also changed. If K increase, then the frequency get also increase by this formula, and if K decrease, the value of IR frequency or the wave number of absorption get decrease. Now, let us discuss first effect, which is inductive effect. We know that inductive effect it depends on the electron pulling power or electron repelling or donating power. So, halogen, we can say for halogen, the presence of halogen on alpha carbon of ketone, it raises the observed frequency for the pi bond. So, we can understand this in a very simple form. Let in this carbonyl group, suppose the example is first formaldehyde, second 1H is replaced by methyl group, and we know that methyl group it shows plus I effect, and second let another hydrogen is replaced by another CH3 group. So, this. So, first is formaldehyde, second is acetaldehyde, and third is ketone. So, in this case, second case, CH3 is electron donating group. Electron donating group means it shows plus I effect. It means it increase this CO strength, or we can say it basically donate the electron pair to carbon. Electron pair to carbon means it increase the anti-bonding electron, so we can say it decrease the bond order, and when it decrease the bond order, the value of K get also decrease. So, the wave number of absorption it get also decrease. Let us understand with another. Let us suppose I and cis CH3 is electron donating. So, it will electron donate here. So, this it means there will be another resonating structure like this, like this. So, here we see that in this case double bond character is there, while in this case the bond character get decreased. It means the value of K get decreased. So, the IR wave frequency or wave number of absorption it get also decrease. Now, in another case there are 2 plus I effect group, means more anti-bonding electron or more contribution towards this anti-bonding electron, that is the bond order get also decrease. So, the value of frequency or absorption wave number it get also decrease. In another way we can say there are 2 resonating structure. So, here and there. So, the value of wave number get also decreased. So, the IR wave number or IR frequency of formaldehyde is 1750. For aldehyde, since the plus I effect group is there, so it get decreased. So, it is about 1745, and for acetone it is about 1715 centimeter inverse. So, we can conclude this point that the introduction of alkyl group causes plus I effect, which results the lengthening or weakening of bond. So, the force constant is lowered and wave number of absorption decrease, while the introduction of minus I effect. Minus I effect means repelling, means it attracts the electron pair from the central, that is carbon atom, and which results the decreasing in a or less contribution in a bond order, or we can say that a bonding electron, it increase the bonding electron, and when it increase the bonding electron, the bond order it get increased. So, the value of IR frequency it get increase. So, in a simple term we can say plus I effect lower IR frequency, minus I effect higher IR frequency. Now, another point is resonance or mesomeric effect. So, let us take 2 examples. One is this and second is this. The compound is same, but the position is different. So, in this case we see that conjugation is there. So, conjugation is there means there is another structure like this, C plus O minus, and this, while in this case no conjugation, that is no shortening of this, or we can say no lengthening of this bond. So, here double bond character it also shows single bond character, that is IR frequency it get decreased. So, if its IR frequency is 1715, so its value it will be less than this 1750 and it is about 1684 centimeter inverse. And no need to this cram this values. If the examiner asks, is just ask about the behavior, why this value is less than, why is this value is more than, just this type of question. So, more resonating structure means more lengthening of bond, that is more single bond character. So, less IR frequency. And one another point is, if in few compounds, if the inductive effect and mesomeric effect both are there. So, in this case mesomeric effect it dominate the inductive effect, but if meta substitution is there, so no role of this mesomeric effect. So, in this case we see that, and before this let us take this example. So, here COCH3 and here is also COC strong. Okay. In this case we see that CO it has single bond character, while in this case CO it has double bond character. And if we see the NH2 and NO2, since NO2 is the electron attracting group, electron attracting group means it attract the electron pair towards itself, that is it will act as a poor resonance contributor because it break the resonance here, while in case of NH2 it donate, it give the electron pair, so it contribute in resonance, and that is why it is called strong resonance contributor. And strong resonance contributor means lower value of IR frequency, and poor resonance contributor means it increase the IR value. So, if we compare the value of NH2 and NO2, in case of NH2 the IR frequency of this due to carbonyl group is about 1677, while for NO2 it is 1700 centimeter inverse. The same if we check about in a meta and orthopara position. So, meta no contribution in resonance, while in orthopara contribution in resonance, and in orthopara if the electron donating groups are there, so more contribution, that is lesser value of higher frequency, and if orthopara electron attracting group are there, that is less contribution means comparatively high value of IR frequency. Now, one another point is example is there. Now, in this case there is OCH3 and there is C double bond O carbonyl group, and here is also carbonyl group is there. So, IR frequency it will come near 1700, but which one has higher value? So, to check this, let us check another group which is attached with this. Here OCH3 and here NH2 group is there. Now, and both are electron donating group. Now, if we check the electronegativity, then the nitrogen is less electronegative than oxygen. So, the tendency of retain the electron, it will be the oxygen will have this type of tendency more as compared to nitrogen, because oxygen has high electronegativity. High electronegativity means it basically wants to retain its lone pair. Now, so if we compare these two examples, so this lone pair of nitrogen, it will contribute or available more as compared to this oxygen, that is more resonating structure or more contribution of nitrogen as compared to this oxygen, and more contribution means less value of IR frequency. That is why NH2 it has IR frequency due to carbonyl group is about 1693, while oxygen 1730. So, I think it is clear. It means more electronegative means higher value of IR frequency. So, in this case I think again oxygen and nitrogen, nitrogen less electronegative means lone pair is available for resonance. So, less value of IR frequency, it is 1690, it is 1735, and in these three cases compound is same, but in this CH3 is replaced by CF3 and another CH3 is replaced by CF3, and since F is electron attracting means minus I effect, and minus I effect means this bond get more strong. So, IR frequency it get increase. Now, hydrogen bonding, intermolecular hydrogen bonding, it weakens the OH bond and thereby shifting the bond or shifting the band towards lower frequency, but the bonding it may be intra or inter. So, in case of intra, there is no such type of interaction with the solvent. So, in this case on dilution basically. So, in this case the IR frequency it basically does not unchanged, it does not change, while in case of intermolecular hydrogen bonding the IR frequency it get lower. So, here we see that the intermolecular hydrogen bonding in gas phase as well as in neat phase. So, in concentrated solution it is about 32 to 3600 centimeter inverse, and while it is 36 3590. That is on dilution, if intra is there no change, and if inter then it get decrease. Now, ring strain, as the size of ring decrease, so strain we can say increase, the vibrational frequency of CO increases. So, here 6 membered, 5 membered, 4 membered, so size it decrease, so IR value it get increase. Now, let us take two example. Determine the structure of C3H6O which shows the following absorption band in IR spectrum. First is 2950 centimeter inverse and second is 1720 centimeter inverse, and the formula is C3H6O. And one another clue is there that it gives negative test with tolerance reagent. Okay. So, in question first check the value. If the value near 1700, it may be 1740, it may be 1690. So, if the value near 1700 is given, so there may be a chances of carbonyl group. So, 1720 IR frequency shows the presence of carbonyl group. Now, since one oxygen is there and in carbonyl group ketone may be there, aldehyde may be there, acid, but in acid there must be 2 oxygen. So, no possibility of acid and no possibility of ester or ester. So, in this case either ketone or aldehyde is there. Now, the compound give negative test with tolerance reagent. Aldehyde gives mirror image, aldehyde gives silver mirror with tolerance reagent. It means negative test, that is aldehyde is also absent. So, ketone may be there. Now, 2950 it shows that is all bonds are single bond, that is single CH, no double bond, no triple bond. So, single bonds are there, carbonyl group is there, and in carbonyl ketone is there. So, what is the possibility or what is the possible structure? CH3, CO, CH3. Now, let us check carbon 3, hydrogen 6 and 1 oxygen. So, the compound is acetone. And suppose examiner says the negative positive test. So, everybody knows that the positive mirror test, positive tolerance reagent, that is positive silver mirror test means presence of aldehyde. Now, another question is a compound having molecular formula C2H4O2, okay, and IR frequencies mainly are observed at again 2900 to 2950, that is single bonded CH are there, 1710, so near 17 means presence of carbonyl group, and 3500 to 3600 there may be a possibility of OH. So, carbonyl, here OH, and here all bonds are single, that is single bond CH. Now, the compound give effervescence with sodium carbonate. sodium carbonate brisk effervescence, that is carbon dioxide get released. It means there may be a which group? Acid group. Now acid group is there, carbonyl and OH, it confirms this presence of acid. All bonds are single. So what will be the proposed structure? The proposed formula or structure is CH3COOH. Now third questions are this type. Suppose let us take one case, ethanol and propanol. So in ethanol C2H5OH, OH group is there, and in propanol CH3COCH3, that is carbonyl group is there. So how we differentiate the in between these two on the basis of IR? So first write, in case of ethanol, due to OH stretching, the IR frequency is observed at 3200 to 3600 or 3600 centimeter inverse, which is absence in propanol. While in propanol, the IR frequency, a strong band is observed due to carbonyl CO stretching at 1720 centimeter inverse, which is not present in this. So we can differentiate on this type. Now application of IR spectroscopy. So two applications are important. First is detection of functional group or identify the unknown compound. So let us say first it can identify unknown materials. An infrared spectrum represents a fingerprint of sample, and I think I have already given this statement in a previous lecture that IR spectra of two compound can never be same except in enantiomer. So with absorption peaks which correspond to frequencies of vibrations between the bonds of atoms making up the material. Because no two material produce exact the same IR spectrum, so therefore this spectroscopy is very useful for the identification of compound. Second application is it can determine the amount of compound in a matter. Third is identification of different functional groups, distinction between intermolecular and intramolecular hydrogen bonding, identification of purity of compound, and if compound is impure or suppose water is there, so it shows other it also shows its strong band, so we can identify which type of impurity is there. The study of chemical reaction and the determination of force constant. So this is the application of IR spectroscopy. So I finish this content here, and in next lecture I will I will deliver on a Raman spectroscopy. Thank you.